For those of you that watched my last video, you'll know that the last time I tried to do a little bit of film photography a couple of days ago at Bamburgh, things didn't go quite as I'd planned, culminating in, to be honest, giving up because it was just too many little things along the way, and I lost the light, and yeah, I mean, the last bit of technical hitch I had was the film holder, with just not being able to get the slide back over the film because I'd not put the film in properly. So it was really wet yesterday, but it's brightened up a little bit today. Sort of mixture of cloud and sun. So we're here at Derwentwater, which is on the just to the west of Keswick, and we're on the western shoreline. So behind me, let's see if I can point up. Let's see, actually see just there. That's cat bells behind me. So I'm in that little bay that's just below cat bells, and I'm trying to get a composition out across the lake, looking east. There's a little sort of tree in the side of the in the rocks, and I'm trying to get that composition over to the fells behind. So I've been sat here for a little while now, all set up and ready to go. Just waiting for the light. It's getting worse, if anything, rather than getting better. And just looking at my app on my phone, I think it's going to be cloudy now for another hour or so, maybe some broken cloud a little bit later. So I think, although the light's not ideal, in fact, it's I'm in quite a lot of shadow here, I'm going to take the photo anyway. I'll show you what the photo looks like later. But I just want to basically take a photograph. I feel like I gave up yesterday. Today's not ideal, but I'm still going to go ahead and do it anyway. And we'll see what it looks like. But I think the first thing to do is just show you the view from here and what I'm actually aiming at. So as you can see, we've actually got some nice sunlight on the fells in the background at the moment, with some sort of dappled cloud shadow across them. So I'm going to go over to my camera and try and take the photograph now. So just show where my camera's positioned. It's just here. One and two. Okay, well, the good news is the slide went back onto the film holder, so hopefully it took a picture. I was using f45 to get a nice depth of field there, and a 2-second exposure. I've got XR 100 in here, by the way. So as I'm not holding out too much hope for the photo itself. It's very, very dark in the foreground, quite bright in the background, so I suspect, although I did meter for the more for the foreground than the background, I'm not really expecting it to be a great balance. I don't have any filters that fit this camera at the moment, so I couldn't try and compensate that way. I want to go a limited number of, in fact I've got one more slide film holder with me, so I've got two films. As you can hear, it's actually getting very, very windy as well here. But anyway, yeah, I've got two more films left. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd turn around and actually shoot back towards Cat Bells, see what that composition is like. So it's very dark and moody over the top of Cat Bells at the moment. So we'll try that one, shall we? So just switching round. It's always a good idea to turn around and have a look in the opposite direction to the way you originally started. We've got the view up to, I think it's actually Maiden Moor. I think Cat Bells is actually a little bit to the right of this shot. But as you can see, I've got the camera roughly pointing along that path, and then up to the top of the fell in front of us. So that's going to be the composition I'm going to aim for. It's a much flatter image at the moment. So the sky's quite dark, as well as the fell being quite dark. So there's much lower contrast. I've also just had a look on my sun checker app, and the sun is basically, I'm just going to try and get my finger in front, so the sun is probably just a little bit out of frame up here, but just behind the clouds obviously, so can't see the sun, there's a very thick cloud. So it won't be long, I guess, before it starts setting behind the fells, so these fells here in front of us. So I'm going to take that picture and see what we get. Right, as you can probably tell, because I'm in quite a bit of shadow now, the sun has come out behind me on the top of those fells, and the it's just beautiful. It's just really lit up. But now I'm all set up, ready for this shot, which, unless that sun goes behind a cloud again, I'm not going to get. But we'll leave it here and see what happens, and hopefully it'll just wander behind a cloud again, and I'll be able to take the shot behind me, and then I'll think about going back over there where I started. Okay. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the light, I might take a few shots down there. Show my digital camera. Try taking the lens cap off. Okay, so the clouds have rolled back over. Hopefully that shot worked. So I've gone for a 15th of a second at f45 again. There's a little bit of light coming through the clouds, which might have been a little bit too much, but we'll see. So that's blown out, or whether it just sort of rolls off nice and gently. So hopefully it'll turn out okay, but I guess we'll see. You offering sweets? Oh, go on then.
Have you managed to take any pictures? Or has the light just been really bad?
Yeah, I'm going to take video now. So you're in the video, if you want to be in the video. Eating away. Or not. Okay, so I managed to take 2 shots there. The first one, the light wasn't quite, it was still quite bright at the top, but for the second one, as I think you can probably see if I just move out of the way, it's darkened down considerably. I'm hoping I've caught the little, can I see it on here? Somewhere up here, the little tree out on the side of the fell that's against the bright, but we'll see whether that's come out or not. But it's strange, really. I mean, most landscape photographers wait for good light. I was actually waiting for bad light. It didn't go dark, but I guess for me that was good light. I don't know how they're going to turn out, what they're going to look like. Admittedly, this has been a little bit forced. After all, what I've just been trying to do is just get out and actually use the camera, spend a bit of time with it, rather than do anything particularly really artistic. I mean, coming out in, we had a crack of noon start. Oh, the sun's come out again. So it looks like I just got my my shot off just in time. But yeah, we had a crack of noon start and just came around here, so it's not the ideal time to be taking landscape photographs. And this side of the lake isn't ideal for this time of day either, because as you can see, the sun is going to go down behind the fells fairly early. But we'll see what the photographs look like. Hopefully there won't be a complete disaster. At least I've now managed to get 3 shots off and get them developed. I'll get them developed and see what they look like. Anyway, I will either if I get them developed in time, I'll maybe put them on the end of this video and if time allows, have a little bit of a chat about them. If not, I'll save that for a future video. Anyway, so if this is the end, then bye for now.